Hello, I'm Catherine Fritz representing the Paynton Neighborhood Forum, and we have to address here one important question. Would visual amenity be harmed by placing the proposed video display unit in the proposed location? It's a very large unit, it's out of scale with the street, and the location is a picturesque street in a conservation area adjacent to cafe seating and near the Grade 2 listed Paynton Picture House. This proposed unit is excessively large. And here is some scale drawings. Everything here is to scale, showing the average height for a man, for a woman, and the size of the unit, both in terms of its height and its width. And if we want to think about, is it excessively large? Just picture yourself being one of these two figures standing next to it and see how large you feel it is. Over 9 feet tall and 4.5 feet wide. This is a photo of a mock-up showing the size of the unit. However, this mock-up is a little bit smaller than the actual thing. It's only 4 feet wide and it's only 9 feet tall, so it's a little bit undersized. But nothing's been done to this photo. It's not been altered in any way, and you can see the impact of having this unit there. When we look at the other kind of street signage along the street, what do we see? You see me here with a meter stick next to each of these signs, including the bin, along Victoria Street, and you can see that they're all in a very human scale. None of them are taller than I am. The tallest one was probably 5 feet. I could see over it quite easily, and the others are all much shorter than that. So now let's think about, you've arrived into Paynton, you've come from the bus station or the train station, you're looking up Victoria Street, and you're seeing a beautiful street scene, and it's very inviting. But instead, what you're going to see is a great big black thing that's got ads changing every 10 seconds in front of you. This image, incidentally, is from the Clear Channel web pages and is put in this picture exactly to scale. Now, officers consider the proposals would amount to sympathetic development within the conservation area, and they go on to say they consider that the proposed FSU would not be out of character with the existing street scene, given the presence of things like trees, benches, bollards, bins, bike racks, and street lights. Well, those all seem like very natural street furniture, and they don't impair your ability to see where you are, see where you're going, see what's ahead of you, and just feel generally like things are at a human scale. But when you put this big black box in the middle of it, it definitely impairs the visual amenity. It impairs the whole sense of the street scene. That's what I think. What do you think? The proposed location is within the conservation area, and it's 100 yards from the Grade 2 listed Paynton Picture House, which at this point is covered with scaffolding, but soon it won't be, and it'll be ever so charming. The unit would block the view of it from the cafe area, that's where this picture is taken from, and people in front of the Paynton Picture House looking up Victoria Street, it would be a bit of an eyesore. So here's what it would look like from the cafe area looking towards the Paynton Picture House, except of course there would be an ad changing every 10 seconds or so. So please refuse this planning application based on the policies detailed in our representation and on policy DE6 of the local plan, visual amenity, based on its size, which is overwhelming and not in keeping with the surrounding area, and its placement. It's blocking the views of the conservation area and of the Grade 2 star listed Paynton Picture House. Thank you. There's just one more thing I'd like to share with you. The photos provided from Clear Channel are misleading. I've looked at them very carefully because they seemed wrong, and I've carefully measured everything. Unless the woman is almost 7 foot tall, then the height of the unit they picture can't be the 277.7 centimeters that it's supposed to be. So this is starting with saying that it's the right height unit, then the woman must be very tall. Of course, the other way to look at it is perhaps the woman's height is where we should start, take her to be of average height, in which case the height of the unit is only 217 centimeters, or about 2 feet short of what it would actually be. So it's been misrepresented in such a way as to make the impact, the visual impact, seem less. Thank you.